How you doing, everyone? Scott back again, and this time it's going to be for a small vinyl update and some VCLT. So I'll start with the VCLT. It's a couple of CDs from Metal Mickey. He put up in our chat a couple of CDs that he wasn't keen on, and I thought they looked good. I recognised one of the covers, so I thought I'll go on to YouTube and give them a shot, and it actually turned out I'd listened to part of the album before, so I thought, I've not listened to the whole thing. When I went on YouTube, you could see the wee red bar, the wee progress bar was only maybe about, I don't know, not even a quarter of the way along. So I thought, you know what, I'll give it another shot, and it was pretty good. I quite liked it, so I just said, look, yeah, if you're getting rid of them, I'll take them. So the band is Drifter from Switzerland, and this is their first full-length Reality Turns to Dust. I think I was chasing this on vinyl for a bit, and then it must have just fallen off my radar. But it's pretty decent. This is a reissue. I'm not totally sure from when, but the original came out in 1988. So when I started listening to this, or it might have been the second one, I thought, you know, that I don't know why Mike doesn't like it, because it's thrashy. It's got a lot of kind of speed metal and just straight up heavy metal parts to it, and I thought, you know, I don't know why he wouldn't kind of get to grips with this. And after listening to these CDs a couple of times each, I totally get why Mike isn't really on board with them. But I think it's pretty good. It's quite progressive at parts as well, which I would probably think would turn Mike off. But I don't mind them at all. I thought they were pretty decent. The vocals are a bit, I mean, I think that's the one thing you could say about these albums, that the vocals are a bit strange at times. The singer tries to do things that in ways doesn't really make sense to what he's trying to sing or the style that they're trying to pull off. But anyway, there was Reality Turns to Dust from 1988, but that's a reissue, and Nowhere to Hide from 1989. So I think these came out in quick succession. This came off as a lot more thrashy than the first one, but still pretty decent. You know, I'm happy to have them in my collection, so thanks very much, Mike. Really appreciate that. But I totally get why they're not for you. Moving on. I'm going to move on to a reissue that I've had in for a while, but I've just not shown it. Wagelord and Master Control. I was really excited to see this getting the reissue treatment. That along with Burn to My Touch. I was going to pick up Burn to My Touch, but I do have the OG. And then I thought, well, maybe I might just hold out for the OG of Master Control. But I've tried many times to get this on eBay and the like, and I always get outbid. It always rockets up near the end. You know, they lure you into like a false sense of security. It gets to maybe about 2 hours out, and it's still on like the starting bid, and then all of a sudden everyone jumps on it and you just don't get near it. So when I saw this getting reissued, I pre-ordered it. I was all over it. Absolutely fantastic album if you're into that late 80s speed power metal, that kind of US power metal sound. It's just awesome. If you've never heard anything off this, check out the song Eye of the Storm, Kill the King, Feel the Blade. Just some really great tracks. The one thing that was kind of standing out to me again was vocally. You've got this guy who's like a mix of Lizzie Borden and Bruce Dickinson. That's the way I would, it's like the style of Bruce Dickinson, you know, goes into those kind of like operatic highs. But then it's kind of, it almost sounds like Lizzie Borden trying to pull off Bruce Dickinson. that didn't sound right at all. So if you want to hear Lizzie Borden trying to pull off Bruce Dickinson, get this album. But no, I absolutely love it. It gets the full Metal Blade treatment. You know, poster, all that stuff. Just on black vinyl, so I'm not going to get it out. But yeah, if you've not checked this out, check it out. It's awesome. I like this more than Born to My Touch. So if you like Born to My Touch and you've not heard this, then you've got to check it out. So Liege Lord and Master Control. If only the debut would get a reissue as well. But that's obviously not on Metal Blade, or it probably would have. Next up is going to be a new release from Night Demon, and it is Outsiders. Saw this coming up for pre-order, and I jumped on it as I've not heard the second album, but I've heard their first album. I've got their first album, and I really enjoyed that. And I think this is a step above their first album. I don't know why the second album passed me by, but maybe I just jumped back to the first album because I was under the impression this was their second album. But I think their second album's Darkness Falls or Darkness something. But anyway, got this in and I wasn't blown away. I mean, Night Demon for me, they aren't like the leaders of the pack when it comes to like straight up metal. Came on this limited edition green vinyl. Wasn't expecting that. I thought it was black. But with Amazon, sometimes you just never know. It could have been, it could have come without the disc in it. So yeah, I think it's a bit more of a mature sound. I think they kind of, it's a better production on this one, and I'm only comparing this to the debut. I can't compare it to the second one. But there's some really great tracks on this, like Beyond the Grave, Escape from Beyond, The Wrath. It's some good stuff. It's not gonna win you album of the year, but still a really decent album, probably worth checking out if you're into this kind of stuff. So there we go, Night Demon and Outsiders just released. And last up, I'll have to obviously mention this, Hell Ripper, Warlocks Grim and Withered Hags. I've not shown this yet, I'm sure everyone else has. Absolutely awesome. I put it up on my Instagram. I think it was one word, superb. I just loved it from start to finish. Even the kind of the tracks that I thought would be a bit not in keeping with my style, really, I really enjoyed. I think he's just taken it up a notch. Got it on this more green vinyl. But yeah, it's just, I mean, I like his other stuff. Like, his last album was brilliant, but for this is just, I mean, after one listen, it just sinks in. And then it was, right, I need to listen to that again. You could just listen to it 3 times, 4 times over. I enjoyed it better every time. Favourite track, I loved The Knuckle of E when it came out. I thought it was a really strong first single to come out. The Cursed Carrion Crown is superb. But I think my favourite is the title track, Warlocks Grim and Withered Hags. It's just got that real change in pace that I kind of wasn't expecting. It's more down just the heavy metal lines, and it's so riffy and catchy for this kind of genre. It's just awesome. So that's Hell Ripper and Warlocks Grim and Withered Hags. This is going to top a few lists this year. I mean, it's top on mine so far, but I'm not thinking this is going to be my best album of the year. I'm just not at that stage yet. I don't like to jump in too early to say something like that, but it is absolutely superb. So definitely worth checking out if you haven't. And that's it. Quite a short one, but at least I'm kind of back within, you know, the 2-week period rather than the 2-month period. So there we go. Let me know what you think. Thanks again to Mike for the CDs, and I'll see you guys very soon. Cheers.